Welcome to Cyprus. I'm super excited we're here. We're here for one main reason, and that's to climb the highest peak in the Troodos Mountains. We'll see what happens. We're gonna find out more about what this beautiful island nation has to offer and its culture. It's crazy. Its food, and get to know what's here. I've decided to climb every peak in Europe, so that's what brought me to Cyprus. This is my journey. I've learned a little trick that if you check in very close to the time or very late, you get a really good seat when you're supposed to buy a special seat. That was such an adventure. Oof. I'm half running, half walking from the bus station in Limassol to my Airbnb. And I get dropped off literally 5 kilometers that way. I originally opted for no taxi because I wanted to walk to the city. And then I Google Maps it and found out that it's gonna take me an hour. It's part of travel, I guess, right? So now I'm here in this really cute studio. I'm gonna stay here for a few days. Lots of things planned, but right now, main priority is some food. I'm gonna see what I can find. Alright, so I walked like maybe a block and a half and I found this little Greek restaurant. So right now I'm in the Greek side. So, very appropriately, I got myself a beautiful pizza. It's got veggies, fries, homemade pita bread. Come on, that is so good. Wow, and I love the little touch with the fries. Real fries. And I got myself a local beer. Kale. Yeah, tastes like your normal lager beer. It's pretty good. Yeah, good. But I'm gonna scarf this down because I'm starving. It's been several hours since I've had a proper meal, so yum. This was all $5.50 for this and a beer. Cool, so I think this is the first time I've ever night vlogged, but you're not gonna be able to see me very well, so it's probably just gonna have to start tomorrow. I'm just gonna walk around a little bit and actually turn in pretty early today because it's been a long day and I want an early start tomorrow. So it's only been a few hours of exploring, and so far, first impressions, it's pretty insane to try and cross a road. So to give you some context, I used to live in Vietnam where you kind of just crossed when you could and people would weave around you, but that was with tons of motorcycles. Here, it's massive cars, like massive as in way bigger than a motorcycle. And it's a double whammy because it's on the opposite side of what I'm used to. So I'm like triple checking. I've heard so many tourists, not in Cyprus, but in general, they get in accidents because they forget to look whatever opposite they're used to, you know? But it's okay, I'll survive. I'll figure it out. Right now, I just gotta make it look like I know what I'm doing when I cross. And then I don't get honked at. Another thing I've noticed so far is that there seem to be a lot of natural food stores, lots of fruit and vegetable supermarkets, and lots of coffee places. Alright, so yesterday when I was running to my Airbnb, I passed this coffee place, so we're gonna go check it out. I'm finally having breakfast. It's gonna be pretty interesting because I've got this, what's called an olive pie. Let's try it. So it's a bit salty, but like chewy at the same time. So I think there's something around this bit that makes it that way. It's really good. So the coffee I got is called Cyprus coffee. So I asked the lady what it was. And apparently it's made with Brazilian coffee beans in this pot, and traditionally it doesn't have any milk and you can sweeten it a bit. So I got sweet, and there's also just like medium. Holy shit, this is incredible. This is some of the best coffee I've ever had. Thank you, Cyprus. I made my way over towards Limassol Old Town, which was quite the journey because I also had to find out how to get to Troodos Mountains, which I'm glad I went because everything I found on the internet and everybody I called was wrong. So always go to the source. But we're here in Limassol Old Town, and it's really interesting. Like, you'll go down one street and there's a bunch of new buildings, and then there's places that are really run down. And apparently this is kind of the area where everything's happening. Just as I'm walking down here, I had a thought because I saw a painting of Frida, what's her face? I'm not a big fan of her simply because she was very self-absorbed in a way, and she suffered a lot through her life, but she expressed it through paintings. And I just thought maybe she wasn't self-absorbed. It was just a way of expressing herself, just like I'm doing here on YouTube, just like people around the world do on Instagram through music. And it's just interesting how the method we express it just changes over time. So I wonder what it will be like in 100 years. Instead of a video, what's it gonna be? Thoughts here in Cyprus. This is probably the most bumping part of the city that I've found. I'm at the old port right now. There's actually people just sitting out, enjoying their coffees and hanging out with their friends, and I don't think a lot of them are tourists. I think there are very few of us tourists. Yeah, I guess people just kind of chill. I've seen some old men playing backgammon and people just sitting in squares. Seems very relaxing. Two things I just noticed. One, that over there are some flags. One is the Cyprus flag, one is the Greek flag, and one is the European flag. The other one I'm not sure what it is, but what I do know is it's not a Turkish flag. So I'm absolutely no expert in this. I know northern part of Cyprus, there is a border that divides, an unofficial border that divides Greek Cyprus and Turkish Cyprus. Now, based on what I know and what I've searched, is that the international community does not recognize northern Cyprus as Turkish. But of course, Turkey does. So it's a very interesting situation, and just to see stuff like that, like those flags being represented there, is very interesting to me. I wonder if in the northern part they would have Turkish flags. I'm not sure. I won't be able to make it there this trip. I did look into it because I'm really curious about it, but I won't be able to just because of time constraints. So if you have ever been to the northern part, let me know. And if you do want to know more about this situation and a lot more of their history, Johnny Harris, one of my favorite YouTubers, he did a full series called Uncharted just a few months ago. So it's some of the most up-to-date information about it from a world-renowned journalist. So I would go check that out. I'll put a link in the description actually, so you can go straight to the series. So it kind of helped me understand things a little bit better. The second thing I noticed was that normally ports reek of stinky fish. Here, it's actually just really lovely of a smell. Like, it's really nice. It smells like fish, but not like stinky dead fish. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's actually refreshing. All right, thoughts for the day. Well, there'll be more, but let's continue. I think that part over there is Molos, so we're gonna go check it out.
Wild cat roaming the rocks of Cyprus.
This is legit. Just got takeaway pizza from Raphael's food truck. It's literally just around the corner and I lucked out. This guy is awesome and the pizza smells amazing. I'm gonna try it in a sec. All right. Wow. That is so good. Wow, it's perfect with that chili oil. Ooh, that's insane. This is insanely delicious. Just some random cave. I don't even know what this is. It's all blocked off so we can't go in, but wow. Just walking around, getting closer to the sea and to the harbor. It's crazy. There's like just so many random cool buildings and archaeological sites. All right, good morning from Paphos. So I've just been walking around Paphos a little bit, and what I've noticed is that it's a lot more touristy near the harbor here. Like, I just see tourist places everywhere, so I'm really glad that I experienced more of Limassol, you know? It's a really beautiful place, and in the next video we're going to be going to the Troodos Mountains, attempting to climb the highest peak. I'm gonna keep going. See what happens. Absolutely stunning. If you don't want to miss out on that, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you do get notified, because it's gonna be one hell of an adventure. So thank you so much for watching, and go get at it. Go find your own adventures, explore the world. Take care, my friends. Bye.